88.5 Soufriere FM. It's now 18 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. in Soufriere St. Lucia. And of course, the Eastern Caribbean. Good morning, another edition of House Guest for today, Thursday, the 12th of October, 2023. And indeed, it's a special broadcast as we actually observe a Creole Heritage Month in October. A special good morning to you, sir, Mr. I cannot say couple, but John Vaudroque, good morning. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I know culture is in your heart. Mama Ishwaze, good morning.
Good morning to you. Bonjour, bonjour, bien bonjour. It's also a pleasure being here. Actually, I feel like a stranger now.
Okay. Well, you're here in another capacity, but thank you so much for that.
It's my pleasure.
And as you are aware, we have had a series of Creole activities in various communities.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe you have been privileged to also partake in a few of it. Your thoughts of that on the ground, not as a police officer, but then as a community member, of course, and just partaking in the whole cultural aspect of Creole. For me, I struggle every time this month comes around. I'm like the worst person. I cannot have the dialogue. I'm like a lost sheep, but I will do what I know, English, that is for sure. But again, welcome to this discussion. Welcome to this discussion, Mr. Soufriere. You can be encouraged to be part of that as well, for sure.
Again, I say again, it's a pleasure being here. I feel honored to be invited to that program. And it's in me. Actually, I must say kudos to Soufriere Development Committee for the way they have organized the Junior Creole. Every community get a feel of it. Actually, I partake in an activity at Fort Jean Lib, where I was within the fish pot. And I didn't go for that. I went to enjoy. In fact, I went to have breakfast. And I saw the gentleman doing that, so I joined them.
And how was that experience for you?
It was a wonderful experience, honestly. Nice. Yeah, but it brought out some, unwanted publicity for me. Persons have been messaging me, asking me for fish pots.
Which is a good thing.
It is a good and a bad thing. I am not programmed, not ready for it yet. And I told him, well, probably after Junior Creole, I can think of doing it, going professionally.
That might just be a business venture for you.
Yeah, it is. Understand? It is. Truthfully, it is. Because actually, this is dying out. Mm-hmm. You don't get persons who really weave fish pots anymore.
See, the culture.
Yeah, it's culture.
Yeah, it's the tradition, part
actually,
of
there are persons
tradition
who,
is dying out.
even my brothers are surprised to know that I can do it.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't know that I could do it. And so I believe it's a talent that I hide for too long.
Mm-hmm.
And probably just, honestly, I didn't go there for that, and then I got exposed. Unwantedly.
Remind me of COVID, boy. A lot of people tap into things they never thought they had the ability or the capability to undertake.
And again, let me just say a big kudos to the organizers of the events for Junior Creole and Soufriere. Honestly, they did a well job by decentralizing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the various areas where communities can display their culture.
Yeah, kudos,
I must say. Mm-hmm. It was well organized.
Remember, we have a calendar of events, right, for the month?
Yes.
It's packed, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
Though a few has passed, we have upcoming. We have Seno, which is happening. We have Officer Jacques as well, too. And we have that Cocoa Festival as well, which you can also look forward to as well. And the big day, which is on the 29th as well. So
that Cocoa thing looks like a big thing, boy.
It's going to be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm happy you're here, and of course you're sharing the story with us in terms of the net making, if I'm correct.
Fish pot.
Oh, well.
That's because
Nas and Sen.
Yes, Sen. Yeah.
The Sen. Okay.
Sen is the net.
In me growing up, I have seen it for sure, the Sen going on to the village and all, but that's all I know. Ask me how it's made and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but I cannot.
I thought you could just buy that and the fishers use it to do their thing.
So let me ask you again. I know is there a special wood or special material to actually make those kind of
Yes,
stuff?
there is what they call it, Mayan. Mm-hmm. There are 3 different woods I know they use.
Locally grown?
Yeah, right here. You have it every St. Lucia. Okay. Bamboo. That's what I was using on Saturday.
Okay.
The bamboo.
But you have to know how to pull, twist, and turn.
Yes. Actually, let me just there was a gentleman who challenged me. He said, I told him I could have done it. He told me, no, I can never do that. If I can do that, I'm a genius. I tell him, brother man, let's have a bet.
Mm-hmm.
And I already had the bamboo, but he had to travel because of medical reasons. But I did send him a video of me weaving the bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
He told me when he comes back, he owe me a party.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good.
Oh, wow.
You see, already look people
Yes.
look
So
people are already
it's
celebrating you.
it is
Which
something
is
that,
true.
trust me, you need to have the patience.
Mm.
It's, I could say it's a special talent. I was not taught. I just watched my father. Was my father? That's what he was doing. I just watch him.
They have hands on, but you have eyes on.
Yeah, my eyes teach me. Yes. So back to let's go to
No,
Junior
it,
Creole.
well, that's part of
Yes.
Jeunet Creole. It's definitely
Yes.
a plus here, and I'm excited.
Yes.
And I believe certain cultures shouldn't just die out. I think this is why our young people should be taught actually with knowing, especially like grow what you eat and eat what you grow, and
Yes,
especially with
that's one of the
fish and all
biggest
those
things. One of
different
the
things
biggest,
as well.
because right now, if you
So
realize, right now we have a shortage of food right now.
Boy, even green
Yes.
figs.
Yes,
This point,
yes,
I
Green
yes.
figs is green is gold now. Our people, our young people, we did not, our parents did not tutor them into this part of the culture, which is a very good thing. You grow what you eat and you eat what you grow. Okay.
While you do say that, I agree to an extent. Right now, a lot of persons are going back to farming.
Well, they have no choice
Even
now.
the young, a lot of persons are
It
going
is
back to
forced
farming.
onto them, just like when COVID strike.
Persons are leaving their desk job
Yeah.
to go to farming.
They do,
Imagine
and they
that.
do a lot do it part time now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the same persons who didn't want to get
They're
their
dirty,
feet dirty.
yeah, right? Their
Now they're
fingers
ready to get
dirty,
mouth
right?
dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
a sad reality.
Yes, it is a core
Because
facts of life,
yes,
according
and
to George Jones.
I think we can all agree to even this very day we're still reliving the effects of COVID. Nothing has ever gone back to reality as it was, for sure.
To some
People are still
extent, I agree with
struggling.
you.
Tedious process.
The prices are exceedingly high.
Again, it brings me back to something I was trying not to say. We have farmers selling their produce to various entities for nothing. Those entities sell the same farmer produce at 3 times the value, the price they sell it to them. Instead of going to the market and sell to the local man for the same price they sell for the big entities.
Again, it starts with us at our homes, backyard gardening.
Yeah.
Let's invest our time into backyard
Yeah,
gardening.
you could have your job and do your
Yes, but that's
part-time
what I'm
garden.
saying.
Yeah,
It's
and do
true.
your thing. You
You
see what you
understand?
grow. You know what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a program and they were saying that they're growing some plants right now, even animals with some virus.
Yes,
Yeah. So all these things we can avoid these things coming into our system.
Why?
All these things we can control it.
which
Okay.
is true.
Yeah.
Even to this present day, let's look at, I can be guilty to an extent, traditionally, the way of life in terms of how we dress.
Oh yes. That's a big one.
So when you incorporate that Jeunet Creole, the madras and everything,
To me, Junior Creole is not a madras. I
And I
always
think
miss that. It's
you had a caller one of those mornings who actually indicated the different celebrations and what can be wear in terms of the madras is for National Day,
no, not the national colors
the
for
blue
national.
and
The
white is for the
madras or
flag
something.
and whatnot.
yeah, I
You
think
see,
yes.
that was mentioned at the beach park after the walk. I can safely say that by Shasha.
Yes, and she said
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
surprise.
Yes.
And before
Yes.
that walk, she
Yes,
did.
she said that, and that,
Yes, she did.
I tend to agree with her. Long ago, you know what people were using this flower bag, but we don't.
Really?
Unfortunately, we don't have these things anymore. Even the
Sac fine fuss.
yes, even the crocus bag they just call it sac chaw.
The
Yeah,
what bag?
crocus bag.
I've never heard.
Yeah, yes.
Crocus bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Wow.
It's a kind of a weaved kind of thick material.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that was been used as well.
I can read voice note though. I have it right.
Yeah. Yeah, you play. You can play that, if you
right.
don't mind.
If we don't mind,
Yes.
let me just jump
Yeah.
quickly because since we're talking about Jeunet Creole,
Yes.
why not 8?
Good morning, people.
Eh?
I don't know what they call Junior Creole outfit or Junior Creole dressing, but when I look at it, Junior Creole dressing it had little flowered material. We have Junior Creole, we have Independent.
Oh my goodness. Oh, caller, we're gonna take your call in a bit, eh? Hold on, we're gonna take your call. Let's go.
We have 13th December, and we use the same hard madras to celebrate these free events. Independence, we use the same madras. Creole Day, we use the same madras. 13th December, we use the same madras. The madras is for the National Day. That's our national color. The Junior Creole material is the flowered material, the had dien. C'est ça qui joue Créole. Had bien, c'est pas had madouas. Madouas, ça c'est national dress, no. Nous supposons mettre on a national day. Like independent là, nous supposons mettre the color of the flag for our independent dressing. So very research history. Exot Kaiwesa.
All right.
I think that was well said.
Yeah, so I say, well, it looks like we have some book to check out the Cultural Development Center. We got to look for some homework.
I tend to agree very much.
Yes. To an extent, yes, I tend to agree as well, but not every. We have our disagreements to certain things as well. So, but like she rightfully say, it is something we need to take note of. And again, my colleague, we have to go back to the Folk Research Center or the Cultural Development Foundation as well to seek some clarification to that.
Yes.
Again, we were speaking on the way
of life, dressing,
yes. And especially to us women as well. So, a lot of it has been eroded culturally. We tend to think sexy and, halfway exposed is the new thing.
Not just that, the way you cut up the materials, the Junior Creole material, to fit your...
Customizing it.
Better with customize.
That's right. Just to show the curves and the crisp.
All the right proportions, all the right places.
But I think, honestly, persons should look at this and I think better can be done. I'm not saying that this gives anybody a right to do anything to anybody because of the way they dress. That's the personal right. But again, it's not everybody that's as strong mentally in flesh as others. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Some women can be dressed very provocatively. Some men are very weak in their mind and
which is true.
You understand? So these are the things that we should look at. I think persons should, again, it emanates from the home. I remember my mother when I always like to use myself. For example, I was seeing someone and she came home with a short skirt. My mom said, "No, pack the camera. You should back there. So that's what we need to instill in our people, our young people.
Even employing that today, taking such a measure, it's just really going to the ground because there's no way the child would even go back to remove the outfit. They would definitely just walk away. And I heard you. You can keep on talking. So again, a lot of it starts.
That is why our people has gone astray. That is why we have all these kinds of things we haven't. Because before, if you pass, even if two parents are vexed with each other, you, the children, don't get involved. Because if you pass that person on the road, you don't greet that person, you get into yourself in trouble. Right now, grown-ups, people passing on each other, they don't greet each other, which is very bad. Honestly, I think that's a bad habit of us.
I am one for that.
Honestly, you could never tell. You could just, the same person you don't greet every morning, right there in front of them, you fall. Who's going to pick you up? That very same person. Yes, a matter of respect. That's why we have so many crimes in our country. We don't have love for each other. Long time ago, everybody when they had a death, somebody died in the morning or in the evening, everybody gather around, who bring a bottle of rum, who bring coffee, who bring bay leaf and all these things. They build a coffin right there. It's the community. It doesn't left to the family. The whole community comes in, give a hand. The love was there. It was meshed. It was one family, but not anymore. Right now, if persons do not get T+, they can't go to funeral. No, that's.
Or if you don't have a friend,
they know they
savvy, but they have money in private.
No,
that is
they
one
tell
of
you
the worst.
Makasali had more money in private.
Yeah.
You understand? It wasn't like that before. People die, somebody die in the community, everybody runs. Who bring coffee, who bring sugar, who bring a bottle of white rum, a bottle of Bounty, whatever it was. It was happening. The love, the mesh. The community was mesh as a family. It was a big family. Now you fall in the people just pass the street. It's so hard, man. These are things that we need to bring into our people, bring it back. Let's go back culture.
How can we? I was about to ask you, how can we actually
we need to bring these things from the home. It starts from the home. As parents, you get up in the house, you greet each other. You go to bed at night, wish each other good night. It starts from there. Those children who go to the school and they do the same. On their way to school, they meet elders, they'll greet them. It's not a matter of you wanting to converse with somebody. Just good morning. Sometimes just saying good morning to someone changes a lot about the person now. Who knows? That person might be suicidal, thinking that, listen, nobody cares about me. By you just saying good morning, tell that person, hey, someone cares about me. These are things we need to change. We have to. It's difficult, almost impossible, but if we try, we can get there.
Okay. Again, if we're looking at the whole Creole aspect of it, I want you to speak on how it was back in the day in terms of, well, oftentimes you would actually hear the saying, I mean, there were no gas cookers or maybe not even the coal pots, and yet still it was happening.
Yes, persons were baking their bread and everything, doing everything, baking cakes and everything, and what they call they used to make big clay
The
pots.
free stones thing.
Yeah. I'm saying they used to use the big clay, make big pots, like the what they call a chaudière, and they bake in this. There was the stone ovens.
Well, yeah, I
Yes.
can recall a stone oven.
Yes, these things that's what they use. People would use cow down, dry cow down to cook on. Yeah.
That's horrible.
No, grass, the cow eats grass. People are using that.
You remember the kind of emission,
Yeah.
the gas, like how you call it kind of gas, but similar to propane gas, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, grass. Yeah. Even use the in the pig pen they used to use the big excreta to use and cook from gas, they create gas of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you saying back then it's like all those methods that were actually used to now? Can we say we are more prone to having all those health
I was just about to come to that
conditions
because all
and
these things,
sicknesses?
before there were no fridges and these things, and persons were eating salted meat, smoked meat, and there's no diabetes around. Persons were dying of old age. We used to heart attack was something that was hardly ever heard of. And with all those things that we eat, so many GMOs in this stuff that we use, the seasoning that we buy, these things, it tastes good, but it affects your inside. It is not something that persons really look at, but it's a serious issue. Persons were smoking a long time ago. People are salting the meat. They kill an animal. They put it over the wood, burning wood to smoke it up and everything. So that's what they had. There were no jars, no fridges. Person make big clay jars and drink their water from it. And if you had a hard day in the sun, don't drink that water because it would mess you up.
Okay. Let's just pause for a moment. We have Rufus Andre actually just saying, "Good morning, everyone, especially my former colleague." We have Bob Mangal, true, also saying sad as well. And some you say hello, they look at you like you're crazy. We have Leandra Dorville, so true, brother.
Yeah.
So we have a few persons who are actually listening. Yes. Let us again say good morning to you. Thank you for whatever platform that you're logged on. So feel free to make your contributions as well if you're just tuning in. Good morning. We're actually just having a discussion since we're observing Creole Heritage Month. Just fine-tuning how it was maybe back then to now. A lot has changed, and we perhaps need to be very aware and maybe try to put certain things into practice, if not everything, but even maybe in terms of our healthy eating lifestyles. Yes.
Also, let me take that time out to shout out all you guys over in the diaspora located down, especially in Florida. Hey, let me shout out to Daryl Joseph, aka Lucifer. Big up yourself, Spoogie. All right, and all other persons located in, whether you're in Canada, the UK, the US, Australia, wherever you are. Good morning. Well, good day. All right.
We have back inside with Leandro again saying, "I know my grandparents wasn't putting anything in the fridge."
Yeah.
But my take is that, yes, I understand with preservation, with the salt and all that, but then I don't know, like
hypertension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And
But
then you're saying back then, I mean, persons were free of all those
course, yes,
radicals
yeah.
in terms of not having hypertension. Diabetes was not a thing and whatnot. But how were they able? To me, I still believe there was a trick to all of that.
It was just the foods that were chemical free.
But techniques,
chemical free.
really.
That's the thing, chemical free.
The food were chemical free.
You understand?
Imagine children that 5 years would have a stroke.
If he was taking 8 months in the ground. They usually live for the 8 months.
Yeah, 8
not
months.
rushing
They
for
rush, yeah.
6 months or the 4 months.
These
You
are the things
understand?
that people need to understand.
Because-
We rush the crops.
The kind of chicken most times is a little local chicken, you know, the people have in the coop, in the chicken coop.
Yeah,
You know?
not in the yard, running in the
Well,
yard.
they're running in the yard.
Yeah,
You
I
understand?
love that one.
yeah.
You
Big up Miss Roslyn, for sure, you know.
you understand?
You see, we try to rush everything. Everything we do is the fast way, and that is where the problem is. Again, plus there was no transportation. Persons were walking to point A to point B,
Now, very good. I love that.
carrying their loads everywhere.
I love that. I know I love that
Yeah.
point you just brought up. They come to think of it because one of our biggest problems, some of us might be eating a healthy diet or trying to eat or stay healthy, but what about exercise? Persons
don't do that.
don't
Yeah, they don't. Well, it's
exercise.
very.
And
Again, persons they say they're exercising. 12 o'clock, go KFC. They're the ones at
there
KFC.
you go again. No, serious.
I'm
Back then,
too guilty.
no, back then, again, like you mentioned, there was no transportation,
transportation.
or it was limited
Yeah.
transportation. But persons used to be moving, active.
Yeah.
Imagine, watch that, eh? I working at the radio station, we working at the radio station. Working from home would be better than to driving from home
We want to
and
drive.
park the vehicle outside.
I know persons like they live in the city in Castries. They drive their vehicles
Sometimes
to work
you
in Castries.
leave
Can
the
you
vehicle-
imagine that?
Leave the vehicle home and
Yeah.
walk to work. You know, that's just a mere 2 minutes, 3 minutes walk.
Yeah, you remember people were going like from Choiseul to Castries to sell cold pots on canoe, row canoe to go Castries.
Now imagine you have oars, right?
Yeah,
So you
oars,
have
yeah.
oars.
Yeah,
You-
exercising
you
at the-
burning calories.
all part-
You burn. You understand?
muscles on your body, you're exercising now. When you row in the canoe.
There you go
Yeah.
again.
I used to row canoe from La Pointe to Sugar Beach early morning before we go to school. Yeah.
So
And
again,
it's good exercise.
what we simply say now, folks, traditional of the traditional things, we need to bring it back. All right?
It might be difficult for
It
them.
might be difficult.
Yeah,
all right?
look-
Because the kind of generation we have today,
Yeah, easy living.
oh my goodness.
living.
You know, and again, boy, I tell you, technology has a lot to play too.
Yeah, you can imagine go to have a funeral carrying that body from like Choiseul, Del said to all the way to the village, carrying a coffin.
That's torture.
What?
It
But
was
that's good
happening.
exercise. Sometimes
It was happening.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How often do you exercise? You?
I did the
She can remember. She can remember.
I did fun
How?
strides.
Okay, you only did. Okay, thanks to Franklin Solomon and his team, you had fun, you went to Fun Stride. All right. On a serious note, exercise should be so integral.
Yeah,
You know?
we should make it a daily part of our living.
I tell you.
Yeah, it should be a daily part of our living. Exercise. 10 minutes exercise is enough.
You understand? Three
Vigorous.
times
Yeah.
for the week. You're good.
Yeah.
Well, it is something I want to remark on actually, you know. But you need the drive, the determination.
You have to be disciplined.
to do that.
You
Let
have
us
to be
not stray from
disciplined.
the Junior Creole
Yes,
discussion.
but all that again,
Yes.
you know, it's
Yeah.
part of it as
I
well.
agree, but I think we're going too deep into what we're not
All right.
also. Yeah?
But that's what affecting society. That's some of the ills.
Which is true.
That's one of the ills.
We have Helen Henderson. Good morning. I am a Dominican, living in St. Thomas. That's the way I was raised, and life was better than now. And she also said, all what you are saying is very true, and continued to say, get up. I guess she's trying to say, I get up in the morning at 5 a.m., onto the garden to get food and walk back home to go to school.
Yeah. I used to go before I go to school, go fishing. Row a canoe to go to Jalo, cut wood for my mother to burn Pol Pot. I was in primary school then.
And actually, the majority have agreed to say, I agree we need to go back to the old days. It will be back pretty soon. There will be no electricity. I see it coming. I cannot agree with you on that no electricity aspect of it. But then I think a lot of tradition, we need to actually kind of bring back the olden days in terms of what we really eat
Yeah.
as well. Manners
one of the
and
biggest
respect
problems.
as well too. Code of conduct, because we see what is really happening now in terms of gun and gang.
Yeah.
I love for you to really speak on that. Back in the days, that was never heard of.
No, it doesn't.
For sure,
It used to be there, but it wasn't like
It
as
wasn't that,
prevalent
as
it
guys
is,
had no,
you know,
fellas coming and show each other without mask. That's your how.
exacerbate,
How-
you know, all
that's
the time.
too much. That's too much. But again, it was back then. It was the community that raised the children.
But the
Again,
community can
yes.
still raise
What?
children.
No,
What?
you'll speak to somebody's child and a child, and they go and tell the parents. And parents come after you. They fire and the cutlass and
They
everything.
don't even have time to go and they're just doing it themselves.
Yeah.
Them children, yo, the era we living in there. My goodness, yo, this generation.
Again, it starts from the home, Father. It emanates from the home.
I can agree to disagree if you listen
But
to me.
to majority of it.
Yes,
Majority
because
of
I'll
it.
tell you,
I correct
sometimes you
myself.
as a parent, I want to use the word strict, but
You raise your child in the right way.
You're a
Yes.
disciplinarian.
Yes.
All right? You try to instill morals, principle in your child. Yes, in front of you, you have the best child. You have the amazing girl or boy.
From them, they close the
From the
gate.
time you turn your back on the close up and they out of
Yeah,
there.
it's a different
Oh
person.
boy, peer pressure. I meet
Yeah.
with Johnny, I meet with Cassandra. A whole problem.
Yeah.
You
it's
understand?
true. Yeah, man.
It's truth. It's reality.
Which is true.
It is reality.
Yeah, it's-
Adding to that as well, a
Those
lot
are
of
the
the
ills
time,
affecting
yeah,
society.
right now. That's it.
Yes.
a lot of the times we as parents tend to give our children right when they're wrong.
It doesn't matter what you do not tell a child that they're
A
right
lot
in the
of the
present.
times.
It is
We
a
tend
wrong
to
way
do
to raise a child. It's not proper.
You may be familiar with Venancia Leon. She said, true vibes. I walk from Monsieur to Reunion to school. Nowadays, children from Choiseul village will take a bus to go to Reunion.
Yeah, it's true. That's happening. I was walking from Lapwet to Delta School every morning, and we used to run to go to school. Leaving home at 10 to 9. School starts at 9 o'clock. And we get to school on time. Not anymore. This don't happen. They want a bus.
The bus have to leave 8:30. The child come in there by 28.
Yeah.
28.
Man, listen, it's a different thing.
So apart from some of what we made mention here, what in terms of Jeune Creole,
Mhm.
what should we expect? I mean, like I know you run a little something too,
This place.
and your
Bees
place,
Band, of course, yes.
would you have some artifacts on display? You know, some fine cuisine.
The fine cuisine is that's a must.
That's a must.
You could
In
trust
terms
me
of-
for that one.
I know you're
The
guys-
artifacts, I honestly, I'm not in possession of.
Because I know both of you guys are from Choiseul. I know Choiseul possess a lot of those kind of stuff.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
I could
making
say
of clay pots,
clay pots,
chairs.
chairs, straw material.
Now you have to,
a
you have to
lot,
give-
a lot of it.
A lot. Choiseul, handicraft.
Well,
Choiseul
let me
is
tell
rich
you-
in
let me tell
craft.
you, how comes in the entire island, Choiseul is, well, let me say, and I say number one
For
in regards of arts and crafts. Is that from the Amerindians, the
I
Arawaks?
I think that was brought in from the Americans.
From the earlier
Caribs.
settlers, yes.
Actually, Choiseul was the hidden point for the Caribs. Yeah, that's why it's called La Pointe Caraïbe.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a place in Choiseul called La Pointe.
Yes, I know La Pointe. I know
La Pointe Caraïbe. That's a French name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from history that I was taught, my grandmother was actually Carib descendant.
Yeah, I'm a Caribbean descent from both mother and father.
Yeah, my mom,
Yeah.
my grandmother.
Just Chivemol.
That's right. Chive mol fond plat.
Mm.
Yeah, flat forehead.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have, true, if we pass any elder without saying good morning here, well, we did speak about it as well in terms of instilling values, principles, and mannerism. A lot of those things are now off the window. We would love to see a change in society as well, and especially as we get set to celebrate Jeune Creole. Some persons look forward to the food, some people look forward to just the
Exotic
music.
food, eh?
But what are you looking forward to the most as well?
Well, it's a day that I would have normally celebrated. I would have gone all out to wear my outfit. But since
And
I'm
your
in,
hat.
yeah, that's since I'm into a business now, it's more into pleasing the customers now. You understand? Like persons have been asking what I'll be having.
Like your menu.
Yeah.
So what exotic food are you going to be carrying?
Well, the turtles, the wild boar.
No
Trying to get some-
manikou, mangoose.
Nah, this one I don't deal with it. No, I don't deal with it.
Rabbit.
But I
A
think
rabbit,
the wild
duck.
boar would have been the money cook.
No.
What's
It's
the
a pig.
wild boar?
Yeah, wild
Wild
pig.
pig.
A wild pig. And you get in the hills. You
Yeah.
have what's about the wild goats? No wild goats?
I am trying to get. Last year I had some wild goat. This year I'm trying to get some as well.
Okay.
So more, especially danga will be available.
Oh, and you have your donga, your special.
Yeah.
So look
Well,
out
I'll
for
be
that.
getting some
Eh?
bread. I'll be having breakfast, making bread.
Okay. That's over at
Bees Band
Bees
Grill.
Bar and Grill.
Yes.
Fonseca.
Cocoa tea, peanut tea, cashew tea.
Rice berries, you hang, of course. Rice, because
Yeah,
rice.
cocoa
Rice
tea,
bring the
peanut-
whole team, eh, rice?
Yeah, of course, yes. I know he'll be there.
All right.
That's a
A while ago, you asked Mr. Vaudroque, you asked Officer Vaudroque a question. How you ask him? What you ask you, and then you say, well, you into business, like what you looking, like what you expect for Jeune Creole, or what? That's what you asked a while ago.
What
I think
can be expected
expected.
in terms of his place and stuff?
Oh, his
Yeah,
place. Okay,
yeah.
but for Jeune Creole, this Jeune Creole 2023 October, my expectations, honestly, everybody just come together, unity.
Yes.
All right.
Let there be
Be
no
irate.
violence,
Yeah.
no war with each other.
If you have a machine, fellas, leave home your machine and walk with your queen. All right. Again, just unity.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Peace
Come and
love thing.
enjoy some nice food.
The Creole
Come
way.
enjoy some nice atmosphere. Get to know new people, new places, all them kind of things. And of course, motorists as well. You had to take it easy on them kind of time. That time of year, you had to take it easy. The riders, the drivers, I know persons will be
The boat
under the
captains.
influence. The boat captains as
Yeah,
well.
be careful.
You know, so just take it easy, man. All right.
Let me just say
Caution.
let me just say a very good morning to my colleagues or my ex-colleagues. We are in a group. It's persons who work with me at the drug squad. It's a long time ago, and we have a group. And lots of us have retired, and even those who are presently serving there. I know they're listening. They message me. They say they're listening. Some from the States, wherever they are, they're listening. Let me say good morning to you guys of the original drug squad group. I know you all are listening, and Delia, I'm looking forward to seeing you. You're listening.
You have persons actually paying homage. Venetia again did say, I had to go to Sabwisha to fetch woods to
Yes.
cook pig food. 2 trips, my sister and I. And when we returned, get ready for school. We were brought up with our grandfather. And only local, eat only local. Again, yeah, we were emphasizing that. Grow what you eat,
And
eat what you grow.
Again, when you raise the children and giving them chores, tasking them, they raise with a sense of responsibility. They know when they use something, they wash the dishes. You now get some children, they just eat everything, just throw it in the sink. We have to give our children chores on a daily basis. I know when I came from school, I had to go and tie the sheep. I had to go and get water in the river. You had to do that. That's you had to know where to tell you that.
But I had nothing like that to do.
You
Just
see,
relax.
but honestly, I love that. It's a sense of responsibility.
Yes, it is.
And when I say responsibility, I'm talking responsibility from a child perspective. You understand? It's not giving you something you can't do.
Yeah,
Adults supposed to do.
no,
You understand?
no,
You ever take your child and make your child do all the housework, and you
No,
as a
yeah,
parent
like-
just sit on your
like-
bum.
yeah, like a-
No,
like
we're
a
not talking
kid.
about that.
No.
But the simple things, just to manage things, because the child that again you have to instill things in children. Children is emulated the same way when they see you do things.
Yes.
So the same way, I
They
instill
do
that in you, so you know already. Yo, that is my thing. That let me take good care of my thing. Let me make sure my thing wash my thing proper. So the child will grow with that.
Let me tell you, I was in primary school on the day my mother went to Vifort. She bought a basin for each of us, the boys. Man, I cried.
Lavi Hadu.
Yeah, I cried. When I left St. Lucia in 1988, January 1988, to go training in Barbados. Got there, no washing machine.
Lamont.
There was a police officer from St. Vincent. I was washing her panty up. She could not wash.
So by the
And it's
messy.
there I realized what my mother
Yes.
was doing to me
Yes.
when I got to Barbados. And I don't like people washing my white clothes for me. I love washing my white clothes.
So imagine if they didn't instill that in
By
you.
hand.
Imagine if they didn't instill that in you from child.
Probably I would be on the street.
Like, you understand?
We had to be paid. I would have to pay
Sometimes
people to
every
buy
week you have to
my
change
clothes.
your wardrobe
Yeah.
because
Some
somebody's
people-
messing up your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but I'm
again,
really happy that you all are touching on that subject. This is what
it doesn't
again,
matter
goes
whether
back
you're
to-
man or woman or boy or
That's what I
girl.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Going back to raising kids, where the emphasis has been placed so much on the girls, and we forget the boy.
No,
child
no,
as
no,
well.
not at all. Not in my will.
My mother used to wash some me. Maybe if I sick or my body wasn't 100, but from young, because I was with both my grandmother and my mom. From young, I started washing. I started
Yeah, from young.
scrubbing my jeans from young little boy. My piece of butt, my piece of
Yeah,
catapult.
you have to
You know
do
they
it.
used to have your VIP.
Yeah.
You have to
Your
scrub
clothes,
your VIP. Up to you.
You see, that's the kind of life, and that brought that discipline in you. It's still discipline in you. You know, it's you washing it, so you're not going around messing it up.
You understand?
You cherish, and especially when you know you wash your clothes, you cherish when you
Sometimes
want.
you as a big man and you see maybe your girlfriend wash your clothes and something you see like what? I should wash my thing instead, man.
Oh, iron.
Oh, iron. There you
Oh
go
my
again.
goodness.
Because
Man,
you like,
I hate
wow.
school. If
You
I'll
understand?
make sure not to steam there.
Yeah.
You'll make a big mistake. Don't touch my shirt.
You get it. So it's always good when
Yeah.
parents, male or female,
Yeah,
mother or
don't
father,
say
instill
them,
that
yeah,
in your
them,
sons
yeah,
and
your
daughters.
Yeah.
You
Give
understand?
them a sense of belonging,
Yeah,
a
man.
sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
They have to. When is that easy for you? Making life easy for you.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Vaudroque, you're getting all the love. Good morning, guys, especially Vaudroque. Good day, CPL Vaudroque.
Corporal Hojo. Who's that? I wonder who's that.
Fleshy Julian
Oh,
Lancico.
Lancico. Lancico, good morning. He's listening at the Soufriere police station.
Oh, good morning to
Yeah.
the Soufriere police station.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
I came into Creole thing and
Yeah.
no, I didn't forget you all. I see at the end of the program, I'll do big you all.
Big up
Yeah.
Officer X, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, big
X
up my
now.
friend. I know she there, but big up X.
X now.
Oh, X, not right.
Yeah. Again, people, let us look to having a safe and enjoyable, incident-free Journée Creole. Okay? It is an event that should bring love, peace, and unity amongst us. Let's not use it as a way of creating problems. Justus, good morning to you from the Soufriere station. I know he is listening. Okay? But again, I wish I could have come back. I wish
You
I
will
could.
come back.
I wanted to do a Creole program to do.
Well, boy, is that what time of day? Nighttime?
At night time,
Well,
right?
fat boy.
Fat boy
Yeah,
usually,
you're going to
yeah.
get me fat boy.
Yeah.
What's that cause?
Yeah.
What's that cause?
Conversation Creole.
We
Yeah.
expliquer
Yeah.
power,
That's right.
more power, bagay. Me pas savoir faire ça.
You're better than me.
Yeah.
5 minutes to the hour.
Yes.
Interestingly, we've had a lovely discussion. I love a few points that were actually shared in terms of the NAS, the warm duet, and
Mhm.
the eats and drinks, the whatever you spoke of, the Creole
Yes.
food. Let me leave it as the
The
Creole
Creole
food.
The bouillon, crab chop,
Lachi sali.
lachi sali, no, jol sali.
Well,
Jol sali, lachi sali.
Those things are not good to eat.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Or that is not good to eat.
Lachi sali.
Yeah.
You like lachi sali?
No,
So if you have your local,
I
your
love
home.
turtle.
Oh, yeah, I have to.
You don't like salt and pepper, you?
I have to.
Yeah, I love
I have
turtle.
to. Yeah.
I love octopus.
You don't like lachi
Octopus,
sali?
yeah. All these things I'll be
Never
having
liked-
that.
I never like that.
You love it.
That's sure.
She love it.
She love it.
I don't know what.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay. So again, I say I'll be. Good morning, Wiz. How are you doing
Big
this
man
morning?
grill.
Yeah. Oh, let me want this. It's my daughter's birthday today. She's 43 years today.
Oh, yeah, big
Happy
man
birthday
grill.
to you, Ella. May you have a
Yeah.
blessed day. Enjoy your day. The guys at the Soufriere police station, my co-workers, good morning to you all, guys. I miss you all. I miss you all a lot. Honestly, I do. Pierre, good morning, my top buddy. Guys at the Lavish police station, Chozel police station. Police officers from the island, Delia, Mano, T Rose, all you guys, good morning. All you guys on the original Junction chat group. Ato, Daisy, good morning to you all. Kicks, all you guys, good morning. Okay, so again, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at Bees Bar and Grill for Junior Creole. That's where I'll be.
Looks like
Alright.
that's the
Yes.
place to be as
Well
well.
said.
Hey, but not
Yes.
forgetting the Soufriere Mini Stadium on the
Will be,
29th.
yeah, that's where the main event will
definitely
be.
Check that
Yes.
as well too.
Yeah.
But
And
no, I don't know. Because a lot of people told me they're trying to keep away from the traffic,
True.
the traffic jam. So
True. That's
if
true.
they
Oh, right.
easier come
That's
by
true.
me, there's no
Yeah.
traffic. You understand? So
You're right. Yeah.
and the closing time.
okay.
Yeah. So we'll be there from morning, serving breakfast, making bakes, local home handmade bread, wood. Cooked.
Feel free to treat
So-
us with your Creole delicacies.
Makiba, Buderoba. You know what's going on already.
Feel free. Feel free to treat us with your Creole delicacies. 3 minutes moving up to the hour of 11 a.m. in Surface and Leisure and, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. It's been a great pleasure to
Yes.
have you here.
Okay, let me just wish my very good friend who came to support me all the way from Castries, Nixon Marcel.
Wow.
He came from Castries to support me. He's
Okay.
still there. He's leaving about 12 o'clock to go back to his. He has a business by the Soufriere bus stop in Castries, twice as nice. Yes, this guy is support me all the time.
All right. Good
Yeah, I also Officer Prince and another Alexander came all the way from Castries last night and they went back up to support me. I did appreciate that. They surprised me. It was a pleasure having them, man. People, thanks very much for giving the opportunity.
Definitely.
I would like to come back here again, honestly. Probably do a Creole program, faster. Or if I could do a day program, Creole, no? When is that?
Nighttime.
The night is
Night,
the
night, night,
day
Little better.
is a
Yeah.
pretty tight
Okay.
shift for the
All right,
day.
well, I'll have to check.
Let's reach out to
Fat Boy.
Clavi as well. Good morning to you,
Give us
sir.
a smooth touch.
Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so thanks again for having me. I look forward to being here again.
Indeed, pleasure.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for being here to facilitate. 2 minutes to the hour. We shall take a short commercial break. This has been our house guest edition Thursday. We're preparing ourselves to bring on board Mrs. Joan Hippolyte
Shed
to
light.
speak on the upcoming Seno Creole activity. So please stay tuned to that. And I'm sure you may partake in that as well too. It starts from 6 up until midnight.
Okay.
This is happening this weekend at Seno.
This weekend.
Yes.
This weekend.
Yeah, pass on.
Remember, Facebook, share the Facebook Live, eh? We're getting set for another show. So we have Miss Joan Hippolyte up next.